Hi, this is Vote Culture, misfits in a generation of conformists. And I'm Derek, and this is.
And it's a favor.
So in today's video, will bring a good news. Is that a good news?
Obviously, yes, it's a good
Something like
news.
that. So we came second runner up at the 20th edition of UOESD National Debate Grand Finale. I want to talk about how we feel about it.
All right, so the competition has been very great. It was excellent. It was something that happened in 3 rounds. So we have the first stage, which was online, second stage online, and the grand finale was the physical part of the competition where every school had to be present physically. So at the grand finale, at the first level, we came out successful at the preliminary stage. Second level, we came out successful. We had the first position, the first in zonal result. Then we moved over to the grand finale, where we competed with various universities in Nigeria. As the only nursing school that made it to the grand finale, it was something that was a massively powerful excellence, even though we believe that we were kind of, unduly judged. Because why?
Yeah,
A lot of
absolutely.
biasness was there. We could see how the two judges, no, actually three
Yeah,
judges, yes.
because in a standard debate structure, because it's more like we are facing University of Nigeria and Suka, but in a standard debate structure, the UNN failed to engage us. Our arguments were still standing straight, and yet they came second. How?
We could also see how the judges, I mean, the video is already live. You can go and watch it to be able to verify for yourself. So it won't be as if you're trying to sound righteous and practice purity politics here. No, we could see how the judges, we are three judges actually, but the two of them, two judges from the three, we are had UNN background or Enugu background. One of the judges was a person from UNN. The other judge was also a member of was from Enugu State and also an Enugu State principal. So all of these things contributes to the reason why UNN kind of took second yesterday's in yesterday's debate. So you could also see how various things happened. The judges did not give us any reason why they voted in for UNN, and also in a Senate debate, you can't tell me that the audience are blind to the result themselves because everyone knew the outcome of the debate. Everyone complained that they couldn't even hear what the UNP were saying, and yet they came second. The person that actually came first.
First, let's shock you with this. The person that actually came first in that grand finale is one person representing four speakers actually. It was the first speaker, second speaker, third speaker, and the chief replied speaker. So who does that in a standard debate?
I also think, even though it was marvelous, I mean, to be the first person amongst beating other universities and just only three passes actually, you're only able to beat other schools. It doesn't mean that you're very good. It only we could see how he was even stammering at some points. Even his reply speech was short term because he didn't even say to the full.
He
He
was
just he
tired
just gasped
at
out
that
of
point.
breath,
Yeah.
and also we could see how his points were kind of trying to contradict himself. So it was, I believe, it was just given to him because of they wanted to compensate him,
But even
knowing
though
fully
I
well that
feel if
UNN were not doing very well, so they couldn't give it to UNN because if they could give it to everyone would be obvious about it. Oh, the results were really manipulated, but they couldn't give it to us because why? I felt that maybe they believed that because we are using some kind, we are constructively direct in our attack.
and I feel they
We made
didn't
we
actually
made
rate us.
rebuttals. Yes, they didn't
I didn't
actually rate
rate
us or
us as
anything.
nursing schools
Yeah, they didn't
because
rate
I
us
feel like
necessary.
maybe because to bring the better image of the organization that is very much better big schools get the first second position and then the nursing schools would actually does not mean
Yes.
anything, which is very bad
But
and which
at
is
least we were able to represent. We are the only nursing school that made it to the finals. I mean, that means we beat. That means we overthrew Namdaseko University. Okay, we overthrew many schools in the southeast, even in Anambra State. So it's a thing of group success for us to even make it. And
yeah
we also got other prizes as well. I mean, we got a scholarship, an abroad scholarship, meaning that everybody else that made it to the final got the scholarship. So it wasn't a loss. But the only thing there is that Nigerian debating structure should be without bias, and
yeah it
it
should be
shouldn't be
about competence,
politicized.
it should be about competency.
Competency and literacy, and not about representation and doing things because you want to favor your own Yes, so the judges failed on that part because it was obvious to everybody that they did not do the right thing because they voted in. Even the team of the competition says constitutional reset for national defense. It also shows how they are also part of criminals in
Yes.
Nigeria because they themselves are also pioneers of the corruption that we face in the days modern world. So we're not here to banter or try to argue about it because it just seems as if we're trying to, beg for plea online. No, we're only trying to narrate our journey so far because
Yeah.
you watched us leaving, so you need to know what happened as we came back. So we made it proud by coming second runner up with scholarship attached to it, and also by being the best and only nursing school to have participated in UOESD competition and won.
And well, actually,
And made it to the grand
I made it to
finale
the grand finale.
amongst
Second
all the
runner-up.
2,000 applicants in the whole of Nigeria. 2,000 applicants all of Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's
So
a thing
one
of
thing
joy.
is a thing of joy, but another thing we need to remind us is that we are not stopping at UOESD as misfits and revolt culture. We are, looking forward to breaking more grounds
And we are shattering everything that needs to be shattered.
Yes.
We don't question ourselves. We don't try to limit ourselves because we're still nurses. No. Even the medical field has not yet seen what we're made of yet. Yes, so thank you for listening and watching to this very moment. We hope to see you again on our channel and ensure to comment, like and subscribe, even share. Thank you.
Thank you. I will see you in our next video.
Coming up right away.